You look so wonderful in your dress. I love your hair like that, the way it falls on the side of your neck, down your shoulders and back. We are surrounded by all of these lies and people that talk too much. You got the kind of look in your eyes as if no one knows anything but us. Should this be the last thing I see, I want you to know it's enough for me. 'Cause all that you are is all that I'll ever need. So in love, so in love, so in love, so in love. You look so beautiful in this light, your silhouette over me, the way it brings out the blue in your eyes is the Tenerife Sea. And all of the voices surrounding us here, they just fade out when you take a breath. Just say the word and now we'll disappear into the wilderness. Should this be the last thing I see, I want you to know it's enough for me. 'Cause all that you are is all that I'll ever need. I'm so in love, so in love, so in love, so in love. So wonderful in your dress. I love your hair like that. And in the moment I knew you better.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. We have been invited here today to witness and celebrate the uniting in marriage of Diem and Cory. They are taking the first steps of their new beginning, their new life together. The ability and desire for one human being to love another is perhaps the most precious and fulfilling gift that has been entrusted to us all. It is an all-consuming task, a lifelong endeavor, a journey we've been preparing for all of our lives. Loving someone is a reason to stretch beyond our limits, to become more for the sake of the other. It is to look into the soul of your beloved and accept what you see. Loving is the ultimate commitment which challenges humans to become all that we are meant to be. As they join in marriage today, Diem and Cory are announcing to the world that they are welcoming that challenge. For those that can be not with us today, we would like to take a moment to recognize that they are here in heart, although maybe not in physical support. Diem and Cory feel their love and support. So as important as this ceremony is, the foundation of your marriage was formed long ago, before we ever came here today. And that is the love that you share. Love is gentle, love is kind, love understands, and love forgives. It is loyal through both good and bad. Love hopes for the future, love is everlasting, and it makes up for the things that you do not have. Without love, no matter what you have, it is never enough. So search for love, share your love, but most of all, enjoy your love. And we started with hands together. Thank you very much. We didn't even have to put them together. Very, very nice. I ask that you join hands as a symbol of the union that you are making here today. I'd like you to think about your hands and the hands that you are holding. They are the hands of your best friend, holding your hands on your wedding day, promising to love you and to work together as you build your future together. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need strength, tenderness when you need tenderness, and love when you need love. These are the hands that at countless times will wipe tears from your face, tears of both sorrow and of joy. These are the hands that will hold all of those whom you love. These are the hands that years from now will be searching for each other's hands, still seeking the love, the encouragement, and the support that each of you seeks from one another. And this will be the consent. I'll read it to you, Cory, first. Your marriage begins with the vows and promises you speak to one another today. The marriage vow is a promise of fidelity and honesty. Cory, do you love Diem willingly and completely, withholding nothing? Will you protect her, give her your deepest considerations of feelings, desires, and needs?
I will.
Will you strive to keep your love flexible and adapt to changing circumstances in your marriage? And will you be Diem's best friend, counselor, helpmate, sweetheart, and lover, and her best friend from this day forward?
I will.
Diem, will you love Cory willingly and completely, withholding nothing? Will you protect him, give him your deepest considerations of his feelings, desires, and needs?
I will.
Will you strive to keep your love flexible and adapt to changing circumstances in the marriage? And will you be Cory's best friend, counselor, helpmate, sweetheart, and lover, and his best friend from this day forward?
I will.
The formal exchange of your wedding vows is the most ancient part of the wedding ceremony. These are the words that couples for centuries have spoken to one another. While they are very simple words, they have extraordinary meaning and importance. As you speak them to one another, you will discover that these are truly sacred promises. And sacred promises must be kept forever. And Diem, I'll ask you to do your vows first. Would you like? You're good? All right.
Cory, you are truly my best friend. For the last 7 years, you have stood by me, encouraged me, challenged me, and grown with me. I am a better person with you by my side. You've taught me life isn't simply a checklist of things to do, a rigid timeline to follow, accolades to collect, or trophies to win. You've challenged me to relinquish control, to enjoy life, and to live more freely, to be silly, and to go with the flow. While I love you for all you've helped me become, I love you most for embracing who I am. You've encouraged, supported, and shared in every dream I've had. Today, surrounded by our friends and family, I choose you, Cory. I choose to grow with you, knowing that life and time will change us both. I promise to always laugh with you, to dance with you, to listen to you make up silly words to all my favorite songs, and to always hold your hand as we fall asleep. I promise to stand by your side and to fight through life's challenges with you. I promise to respect you and cherish you as an individual, a partner, and an equal, knowing that we do not complete but complement each other. I will share in your dreams and support you as you strive to achieve your goals. I believe in you, the man you are today, the person you will grow to be, and the family and life we'll create together. I vow to work beside you to strengthen and grow our relationship through respect, honesty, faithfulness, and patience for the rest of my life.
There you go.
Diem, I still remember the first time we ever met about 8 years ago, like it was yesterday. You had a black shirt on, your hair was cut short, and you had little to no interest in getting to know me. If we are being completely honest with each other, which I know we have been and we always will be, we can agree that the connection we made was not necessarily a story of love at first sight. While shaking your hand, I thought to myself, okay, well, she seems like a really nice, seemingly quiet Asian girl. Probably not my type. I'm guessing at that exact same moment, you were thinking, oh great, that guy was definitely in a frat. He loves hip-hop music, and he may be the definition of a dude bro. After about 1 year of having basically zero interaction with each other, our connection was made. It's unexplainable to me, but you caught my eye, and I went for it. Since then, we've had our ups and downs. We've had way more ups than anything. Early in our life story, we've hit career goals. We've bought homes, cars, and dogs together, and we're just getting started. More important than any of those things, we've created a bond, a companionship that's been built on honesty, respect, and a love for each other that's unmatched. My promise to you is that my promise to you is that I will always be honest and true. I will be faithful and supportive, and will always make your happiness my priority. I promise to work hard for you and to never become complacent or take you for granted. And I trust if you ever sense that I was slipping, you would call me out and whip me into shape. I also promise to always let you know when you're wearing clothes that are inside out, sometimes for an entire day. I promise to always close the kitchen drawers, cabinet doors, closet doors, and all other things that tend to get left open after you have left that general area. without getting upset or even mentioning it to you. You are the most beautiful woman I've ever met. You are strong, you are driven, and you are passionate. You accomplish everything you put your mind to. You make those around you better, and that couldn't be more true than when it comes to you and I. I love you with all my heart. I can't wait to spend the rest of our lives together.
The ring is an ancient symbol. I can probably do this without this, but we'll do it this way. The ring is an ancient symbol, so perfect and simple. It has no beginning and it has no end. It is round like the sun, the moon, and I, and like your arms that embrace. It is a circle, for a love that is given comes back around. Your rings are precious because you wear them with love. They symbolize your commitment in marriage. They remind you of who you are, where you've been, and where you're going. As you wear them through time, they will reflect not only who you are as individuals, but also who you are as a couple. Cory, as you place the ring on Diem's finger, please repeat after me. I, Cory, take Diem to be my wife.
I, Cory, take Diem to be my wife.
I promise you love, honor, and respect.
I promise you love, honor, and respect.
I promise to be faithful to you and forsaking all others until death do us part.
I promise to be faithful to you and forsaking all others until death do us part.
Please place the ring on her finger. Diem, as you place this ring on Cory's finger, please repeat after me. I, Diem, take Cory to be my husband.
I, Diem, take thee, Cory, to be my husband.
I promise you love, honor, and respect.
I promise you love, honor, and respect.
I promise to be faithful to you and forsaking all others until death do us part.
I promise to be faithful to you, forsaking all others until death do us part.
May the vows and promises you have made today be ever present in your hearts as these rings are on your finger. At this time, Diem and Cory have chosen to do the wine box ceremony. And so we have the wine box here, and as they complete the ceremony, I will read to you exactly what that is. And we have the man with the pieces. Okay, so go ahead, son. Diem and Cory have chosen as a couple to perform a love letter and wine box ceremony. This box contains a bottle of wine, a love letter from each to the other. The letters are sealed in individual envelopes, and they have not seen what the other has written. The letters describe their hopes for the future, the reasons they fell in love in the first place, and their reasons for choosing to marry. Should Diem and Cory ever find their marriage facing hardships, they will open the box, sit and drink the wine together, then read the letters they wrote to one another to be reminded of the reasons why they are together. The hope is, however, that Diem and Cory will never have any reason to open the box. And should they, and if that is the case, they are to open this box, share and enjoy on their 5th wedding anniversary, replenish, and then open this box once again on their 10th, and so on. So every 5 years. That's a lot of wine. Diem and Cory, you came here today in the presence of family and friends to express your love for and commitment to each other. Your lives are forever changed. You can now face your fears, for each of you will be the strength of the other. You can brave the wind, for each of you will be the shelter to the other. And now you can reap the rewards, for you each will be the partner to the other. Now, though you are 2 bodies, there will be 1 life before you. And there, in that life, may you always find love. Throughout this ceremony, Diem and Cory have vowed in our presence to be loyal and loving towards one another. They have formalized the existence of this bond between them with words spoken and the giving and receiving of rings. Therefore, it is my pleasure to pronounce them husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. All right, grab hands, face this way. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, it is my pleasure to present for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Cory and Diem Lofbond.
I wanna love you and treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. I wanna love you and treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together with the roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter of my single bed. We'll share the same room. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? I wanna love you and treat you right. I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together with the roof right over our heads. We'll share the shelter of my single bed. We'll share the same room. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? I wanna know, wanna know, wanna know now. Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? I wanna love you. Baby, you should know that you mean the world to me. Yeah. And you have found a home, a place I don't wanna leave. Yeah. Oh, now I know where I belong. Yeah. Right by your side. Oh, I've been waiting too long. You mean the world to me. should know that my love will stay running deep. And even if I have to fly across all 7 seas, whoa, I don't want you to feel alone. I'm by your side on every inch of the globe. You mean the world to me. 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 You mean the world to me.
How's everybody doing tonight? I'd like to hear who's ready to meet our bridal party. Oh, come on, guys. Who's ready to meet our bridal party? Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to bring out our maid of honor, best man, Haley and Austin. Let's give a big round of applause. David Nicolette. David Nicolette, Ryan and Tara, Kyle, Lindsay, and Jamie. Ryan and Tara, Kyle, Lindsay, and Jamie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for these next two, it is my distinct pleasure. Please be as loud as you can, Mr. and Mrs. Lothbaum.
Here we are on the road together, racing time. Trying to climb the snakes and ladders and not to shine. Blind your eyes, 'cause it's easy to feel like that. And it's easy to
One more big round of applause for a bridal party. I'd like to introduce our main man, our groom, Cory.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome. This is very awesome. To have both sides of my family in one room, that's never happened before. Let alone my new family, friends from 20 years ago, friends from the last 1 or 2 years that we've gotten really close with. Love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Diem's parents, Heen and Lone, love you guys. It's you've been so welcoming to me since day one, and that means a lot because I know that Diem and I like to do things a little bit backwards, which, especially in Vietnamese culture, it's not really the right way to do it, but. Thank you so much for loving us and welcoming me and everything like that. Mom, Dad, you guys mean the world to me. Thank you so much. Yesterday and today, you guys were a big part of this. So thank you for that. Austin, Dave, Ryan, Kyle, you guys are amazing. Nicolette, Kaylee, Tara, Jamie, Linz. You guys have been huge. Nobody's been bigger as far as putting this together than Diem. For the last 9 months, everybody knows that she's a planner. She was wondering what our dogs would be doing tonight, like 6 months ago. So we got that taken care of, so thank you very much. Yeah, thanks, Aaron. Lastly, there's 2 gentlemen that couldn't be here tonight physically, but they're definitely with us spiritually. That's my grandfather, Richard, and somebody that's a brother of mine, that's Mikey Hillman. These 2 gentlemen, they're selfless. They respect people. They care about their families. I learned so much from them. They'll never even know it, but they're definitely with us tonight. So I want to have a toast to all of you guys here, to everybody looking in. It's actually very cool that you hold up whatever glass you want, because I know my grandfather would have some sort of like a bourbon and 7-Up in his hand. I know Mikey would have an ice cold can of PBR. So cheers to you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. How's everyone doing tonight? For those of you who don't know who I am, my name's Austin. I'm the best man. I'm here to celebrate these 2 this wonderful night. But before I get on with my speech, I want to start off by saying something here. I'd like us all to take a moment, raise our glasses to Lone and Heen, Diem's parents, for what has been thus far a wonderful celebration on such a special occasion. And I can't leave out Rick and Patty. If it wasn't for you guys, Cory wouldn't be here. I wouldn't know Cory. And none of us would be here celebrating what we are here tonight. So cheers. Cheers. So Cory and I met in the hallways of middle school. We were probably about 12 years old, not too far from here, actually. We got along pretty instantly once we first met. From that day on, from when we met, we were pretty inseparable. Played football, skateboarding, snowboarding, dirt biking, really anything we could do to get outside and stay out of trouble. Well, mostly out of trouble. I think my mom and Cory's mom can probably attest that they probably received some late night phone call from the police or some parental figures that they probably didn't want, but that was a long time ago, so we'll pass on from that. So, but Cory's been a great guy. I think Cory and I get along so well, primarily because of his laid-back, relaxed, easygoing attitude, which I'm sure every single person in this room has seen. If they know Cory, they know that he's not really uptight, stressed. He just goes with the flow, and I think Diem knows that and said that with her vows earlier. So I think that's a big reason why we get along. His personality, how he carries himself, I think play a big factor in a relationship that we've had that's lasted 17 plus years. Really glad that I was able to meet Cory, and yeah, we're here today, and I know there's a lot more years to come. So, but again, don't sell Cory short now. Cory may be laid back, relaxed, but he does have a little bit of a party side to him, and that may be another reason why we do get along. I know table 13, I think it may be. I know probably everyone at that table knows Cory's party side as well, so I think they can all attest to that. 15. 13 too, maybe. I don't know. But if there's anyone out there that doubts that, feel free to come ask me later about our weekend in Vegas for the bachelor party. So, just kidding, Diem. Cory was very, very well behaved. It was almost like you two had a sit down or something before we made that trip. So, I don't know. Either way, Cory's been a great friend, great person, and a really, really good friend. I can't imagine him spending the rest of his life with anyone other than you, Diem. Diem, I consider you another great friend and a great person. I'm really glad that we've been able to meet each other and spend as much time as we have. Diem, I think he treats you with respect and is obviously in love with you. and that is something to never take for granted. You bring out a part of Cory that I've never seen. I've known him for a very long time, but you definitely bring out a part of Cory that I had never seen before. So don't take that as a bad thing. That is a very good thing, and I admire that. So I didn't want to have a speech that ran on and on and on, because I know that does happen at some weddings. So I'm going to make the rest of this pretty short and sweet. Cory and Diem, you two are perfect for each other, and I know everyone here sees that, including your families. In fact, I see two very happy families coming together tonight, whether it's over a steak and salmon like we've had here, or if it's over a steaming plate of spring rolls, roasted duck, or bun sao. I think it all comes down to the same thing, love and mutual respect. I think that we all would agree that there's a lot of that here in the room tonight. So, without further ado, let's raise our glasses to the happy couple. May your lives be filled with love and happiness and joy that we feel here tonight. Cheers and Zin Chuk Mung. Congratulations. Of course. Love you, buddy. Oh.
How am I supposed to follow that up?
Should be pretty easy.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kaylee. This is Dave. This is Diem's brother. I'm one of her friends from college, and we're the co-maid of honor, although he's not wearing the dress. But he is, in fact, a co-maid of honor, and we just wanted to thank everyone for being here tonight.
I just want to take a moment here to thank everyone for taking the time to come and celebrate the next chapter in Cory and Diem's life together. Also wanted to take a moment here and let you know about the first time I met Diem, about 28 years ago. I'll tell you, all I ever wanted was a little brother. And you laugh now, but Diem will tell you, there have been times in our lives where that probably would have been the best thing for her.
And when I met Diem, it was my freshman year of college, and I'm from a pretty small farming town in Canada, and God, I was awkward. I had no clue what I was doing. I did not have a lot of friends, and I was really shy, and she brought me out of my shell, and we've certainly come a long way since then. But, you know, she just introduced me to so many things, and she made the friendship effortless, and she introduced me to wine, which was a good moment, and her big brother Dave was actually nice enough to buy alcohol for us when we were underage. And it was really great. It was, sorry. It was only once I turned 21 that I realized Franzia does not, in fact, cost $40. But despite the tax that was put on our liquor sales when we were younger, you know, Dave was always there. And I saw Diem date, you know, different men throughout the years. But when she met Cory, she told me that it was important, and she told me that it mattered. And, okay. She told me to make an effort. And the nice thing about Cory is that he made it effortless also. And he never treated me like Diem's friend. He always treated me like your friend. Excuse me. And thanks, Dave. And the nice thing is that it was just always easy. You always made me feel like family, both of you. And I think that's pretty incredible.
I will be the first to tell you here that trying to date someone in our family is probably not the easiest route about. There's a language barrier, there are traditions and customs, but Cory's always stepped up to the plate no matter what it's been, and that's only because he loves her. And we see that every day.
The best part is whenever I actually heard that he was going to propose, because I heard last spring about it, and it was quite a few months after that they actually got engaged. But Diem and I were actually hanging out last summer, and she was telling me about this romantic helicopter ride that he tried to take over the Rocky Mountains with her. And I'd already heard the story from Dave, of course, but she's like, I literally threw up everywhere. And I was trying really hard not to laugh, but we started talking about it, and of course the whole like, do you think that was it? Was he gonna propose? And I am so not good at keeping a straight face, and I was like, And she was like, oh my God, that was totally it. He was going to propose. And I was like, yeah. And God bless Cory. He made her wait a few months after that to actually pop the question. And Diem called me at like 6 a.m. to tell me that they were engaged. And she told me that he didn't even actually have a chance to ask her. He literally got down on one knee and she went, "We're getting married." And, so that was a yes. But I know that it didn't surprise anyone because anybody who knows these two knows that they were going to get married and that they were going to be together. And the amazing thing about them being engaged is that it has brought this whole family together. And I've seen more of them in the last year than I have in the last 5 because it's just brought everyone together. And you guys have both treated me like family, and I think that's a pretty incredible thing.
Yeah, I really do think that's a great thing about their love right now is that, take a look around right now. Look at everyone that their love has brought together right now, People you wouldn't even expect to have sitting across from you are together here to celebrate their love, and that's how plentiful and bountiful it is. So let's have a cheers to Cory and Diem here and their love. Cheers.
And cheers to all the more weddings and all the birthdays and all the other holidays that you're stuck with us. Because when you get married, you get all of us. So thank you.
Thank you.
The Canadian
All the Canadians.
All right, one more round of applause for those toasts. I'd like to bring down our last toast. Patty, come on down. Let's get a big round of applause for Patty.
Is it on? It's on. I'm Patty. Sorry. I'm Patty. Not used to wearing one of these. It's not wearing. Cory's mom, as some know, Captain Chaos. Just so thankful for this day. Coach Mike and Jennifer, where are you? Stand up, please. They're pretty special in our world, and Cory knows why, and some of my football parents know why. But I thank you all for coming, everybody here. Okay, here we go. To Diem's parents and her family, just wanted to tell you thank you so much for sharing your daughter, niece, granddaughter, cousin with me and my family. It's just opened up so many things, and we just love her so much. To Diem, this is hard. Thank you for making Cory smile and so happy. To Cory, we've come a long way, haven't we? But it's been fun. Ups and downs, but it's been great. To both of you, I'm so proud of you both. I hope you always remember this day, surrounded by all your friends and family. Just remember this day. I hope you can. If somebody says you're never going to remember this day, but I hope you remember this part. As Austin was saying, never take each other for granted. Always respect each other. Always keep each other laughing. But most important, say I love you at least once a day. Cheers.
here we go. Let's give a big round of applause. All right, coming up in just a little while, our bride and groom will be having their first dance.
Love of mine, someday you will die, but I'll be close behind. I'll follow you into the dark, no blinding light or tunnels to gates of white, just our hands clasped so tight, waiting for the hint of a spark. And if heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, and illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. In Catholic school, as vicious as Roman rule, I got my knuckles bruised by a lady in black, and I held my tongue as she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never went back. And if heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you when your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. You and me have seen everything to see, from Bangkok to Calgary, and the soles of your shoes are all worn down. The time for sleep is now, but it's nothing to cry about, 'cause we'll hold each other soon in the blackest of rooms. And if heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, and illuminate the nose on the...
Let's give it up. At this time, I'd like to invite out our groom's mother for a mother-son dance.
We've been together for a while now. We're growing stronger every day now. It feels so good and there is no doubt I will stay with you. And as each morning brings the sunrise and the flowers bloom in springtime, on my loving you can rely, yeah, and I'll stay with you. Oh, I will stay with you through the ups and the downs. Oh, I will stay with you when no one else is around. When the dark clouds arrive, I will stay by your side. I know it'll be alright. I will stay with you. Ooh, ooh. Though relationships can get old, have the tendency to grow cold, we have something like a miracle, yeah, and I'll stay with you. In the end, I know that we'll find love so beautiful and divine. We'll be lovers for a lifetime, yeah, and I'll stay with you. Oh, I will stay with you through the ups and the downs. Oh, I will stay with you when no one else is around. And when the dark clouds arrive, I will stay by your side. And I know we'll be alright. I will stay with you. Oh, everything will be fine, yeah. And I'll stay with you through the end of all time. I will stay with you. Ooh.
Let's give it up. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to party.